Up, everybody? Welcome to the Hungar Show. It's Hungar, of course. There, and I got my brother, and I've got Shadwell and the son. And
Hello?
Howdy, folks.
Between the time when the cola was drunk in Atlantis and the rise of the bands of trans fats, there was a feast undreamed of. And unto this, Hungar, destined to wear the jeweled glasses of bifocal upon a famished brow. It is I, a nerd's nerd, who alone can tell thee of his saga. Let me tell you of the days of high cholesterol.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, did you catch the video I sent you, Hungar?
days are never ending.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was a fun day.
It was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my wife made the typical green bean casserole, but she made her special sweet potato.
Mom made green bean casserole
I made it too, and it turned out it was the best ever. I don't know what I did
and
different.
Brussels sprouts.
You could have the Brussels sprouts.
And then I had Brussels sprout farts all night.
Nice.
I had weird thoughts like yesterday about my wife has been watching Letterkenny, and I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm thinking, you ever notice, like in Letterkenny, these guys are the kind of guys that if you knew in real life, you know for a fact they would have like MAGA hats and stuff. And yet, in every case, their politics is like San Francisco. It's so weird. It's like, you know that they're deep red, but they act blue. Is it, or maybe that's just because they're Canadians.
No, it's because it's a show meant to indoctrinate.
Because it's like, I grew up in a small town that didn't have 5,000 people. It had like, I don't know, maybe 500. And we wore flannel shirts, and we farmed and did farm chores, and we didn't believe any of the stuff that they believe. It's and I'm like, is it because they're Canadians and Canadians are just basically?
No, I just told you it's a show meant to indoctrinate. Like,
I heard you. Oh, what do you think about the elections in Europe?
What happened in Poland was pretty cringe.
Yeah, but what about what happened in the Netherlands?
What happened in the Netherlands was epic. Dutch has a plan.
We are a non-political show. This is Fuck It Friday.
I was waiting.
Yeah,
for
well,
that.
I mean, I'm not being political, but what's his
you're
name?
literally talking about
Kurt
politics.
Wilders or whatever won like 35 seats in the Netherlands.
All I know is Argentina said Argentina or whatever. South America said that, you know what, we don't like socialism.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Argentina.
Imagine that.
The guy who won for a
That
freaking
guy's
like,
about as
spandex
libertarian
superhero
as,
costume is the ANCAP colors.
yeah.
He is
Yeah,
he's very funny.
He's a super Trump guy too.
And his icon is the chainsaw. Gotta love that.
We're taking young Master Gregory out to shoot a 308 today.
Oh,
Cool.
Jealous.
that
gonna
depends on which 308 you're taking him out to shoot.
The single shot.
Oh, I mean, because some of them kick like a mule, and some of them you can.
Oh, this one's very recoily.
Oh, okay. Kind of like the K98K that Pops has.
Yeah.
If you can find 8mm rounds for that thing, I mean, you can drill stuff at 1,000 yards all day long with it, but you'll feel it when you're done.
I've got a Remy 700 that I dropped about $8,000 into, and
Jesus.
yeah, it's I can reach out and touch somebody just about anywhere.
It's for commies that are far away.
Well, I'm just saying that's like 10 times as much as it costs to buy a brand new Remington 700.
Well, between the optics and the custom barrel and stock,
Right.
It's just
Right.
tricked out to.
So Jack,
They say you're supposed to spend at least as much on the optics as you do on the gun.
Oh yeah, definitely did that.
That's what the
So, Jackie, did you have a good time on Mr. Max's show last night?
there's
I
Cal
did.
and Crafting Gamer.
Yeah.
I did. It was a great time.
Yeah, Mr. Max got hammered and Jackie did the hammering. No,
Hey.
Man.
Yeah.
See, Mr. Max and Jackie are very, very similar in that
Yeah.
they're
Two
both
peas in a pod.
like Mr. Max is hardcore Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
and moniker. You know
Just
that.
stop speaking.
Yeah. I'm just here to look good.
You
Well, that's only because if you actually want to like do a legit reading of the scripture, it's the only legitimate form of government.
Yeah.
According to scripture. If you want to go that route.
Which I do.
Right. Oh, the other thing is
Right there,
apparently
folks.
some person who was seeking asylum in Ireland thought it'd be a good idea to stab a woman and some kids out front of the school.
Yep, I heard that report like 3 different times within the first 15 minutes of waking up.
Yeah, and then they
And
burned
the
down
Irish
the.
decided it'd be a good idea to start burning down immigrant centers.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
Holiday Inn
When
Express
stupid
was
games
just.
win stupid prizes,
The
right,
third
guys?
world ain't sending their best. That's for sure.
It's like this is Ireland. You know, they're not afraid to blow some shit up.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean,
We did a lot of that.
Being Irish, yeah, I can tell you some
Just a
stories.
little bit not afraid.
you know, it's like they
I-
just
you know-
spent like the
you know,
last
the-
100 years blowing shit up.
Yeah, you know when you fuck around, you're gonna find out.
That's my new pronouns.
Fuck around,
F around and find
Fuck
out.
around, find out.
Yeah, I saw it on the Lotus Eaters first thing this morning, and they were bemoaning the fact that the British are so weak that they would never do that, but that the Irish are all like, F it, we'll burn everything to the ground.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now
I-
everybody's mad at Colin McGregor, the fighter, because he posted on Twitter, "This is war." And everybody's like, "Oh shit!"
Well, you start stabbing, people's wife and kids in front of a school
Right?
in an area that's known for fighting with each other.
I mean,
Well, in
whatever
an area
happens,
where they know they.
just use
I'm
these,
talking to Haas and Shadow. now.
take your licking and keep on ticking.
Yeah, I'll walk in a second. I was just dropping into. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw it on Salty first thing this morning because that's
Yeah, Salty was talking about it. Yeah, I love Salty Cracker. That guy's hilarious.
He's my absolute favorite YouTuber. Sorry, guys.
Hey,
A day without Salty is there's just something not right about that.
no, I'm not offended
Well,
by him being your favorite YouTuber. I like Double D a lot. I like Salty a lot.
I like the Dungeon Minister.
Oh yeah.
Minister's
He
gotta
was
be on
hanging
the
out with us.
list.
He was hanging out with us last night. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, I bounced because I got a call from my kids, so I talked to my kids last night.
Oh,
No worries, man. No worries.
That's good.
I just missed when you actually said that. Dungeon Minister is such a great guy. The language gets kind of salty on our shows, and I talked to him about it. He's like, no, don't even worry about it. I hear worse, and which is surprising because
This whole show is named "Fuck It Friday" today.
right.
yeah, but the thing is, I always feel like I gotta be on my best behavior when
Exactly.
he's around.
Exactly.
When the minister comes into my show, into the chat, I'm always like, can't cuss no more.
Even
Well,
though
Connell was there.
he is a heterodox priest and is technically maybe a heretic, I always feel like I gotta be nice to him.
whoa.
Like,
Yeah, like I said, I had Connell on the show, and he can't reel it in for
Like,
Yeah.
I can't
Carl hates himself.
no,
Chris
you
does.
gotta understand. For me, the closest to me is always going to be your Roman Catholics.
Yeah.
It's they're like our brothers that are just a little bit misguided, but they're still our brothers.
Yeah.
But then, like a lot of these other like Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff, these guys are straight up cultists.
Have you
Yeah.
ever had a fear that when you die and you get to heaven, you find out that the Mormons are right?
Oh my God!
That would. I don't. I do not want
As
to
much
imagine such a
as much
horrible
as I
life.
love those guys as individuals and how nice they are, yeah.
They are
They are
nice.
heretics.
Gaming with AD&D is a cool dude.
Who?
I don't know. He's only got one wife.
Gaming with AD&D, dude.
Oh,
Oh my God! Shut up.
Expecting Connell to behave at a table with a gallon of open bourbon is kind of foolish.
no, I
Bruce,
just
are you jumping in here or what, man?
What? So, how you doing, Justin?
Okay, I guess. You?
you sound a little down there, buddy.
No, I'm a little tired.
I'm doing okay. I had a great holiday and everything. I know you guys celebrated your Thanksgiving earlier, right?
October something or another.
Right.
Yeah, I want Bruce to show off the Hungar Frost Giant Mini.
Yeah.
He got his already. Yeah, I'm still waiting on Brian to send mine. I got some ideas for it.
I'm still laughing about the like Shadow said. First thing I saw this morning when I woke up was Salty Cracker, and I was just like, well, I mean, these guys used to literally try to blow up the Queen of England.
Yeah, but Shadow wasn't talking about a YouTuber. He was talking about a cracker that had some.
No, he was talking about a YouTuber.
No, man.
Who I think is he a lawyer or something? What in the hell does it?
No, he was a sort of a caregiver teacher for autistic kids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bruce.
Bruce. Long time no see, man.
Yeah, my granddaughter may be somewhat on the spectrum.
Yeah, he everything he does is literally out of love.
Oh my God, that is amazing. He looks like Papa Smurf, but pissed off.
Yeah. I actually haven't finished him on this yet, as you can tell, but I'm going to do a little bit more highlighting. Typically, storm giants, from what I'm reading about, they're kind of a purplish blue.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give them a little bit of like a bluish tinge.
Whiter blonde hair.
Yeah, whitish hair. A little bit of like
lay her down.
Salt and pepper.
You're gonna have to walk.
I'm surprised you didn't hit him with like a purple wash.
I'll do that at the very end.
Oh, okay.
Really?
At the end. I like to go back over with a dry brush to tone down the wash.
All right, guys, I'm gonna pop out for a little bit. I'm gonna mute myself or whatever, and walk my dog.
All right, love you, brother.
Love you, brother. Be good, James.
But still, it looks great.
On.
I've got a little bit different take on how I'm going to do the one Brian printed up for me, but I like it.
Cool.
I really got to get around to doing that variant with the special horn.
A nerd's nerd said that she's gonna make one with an AK and one with a plasma, but it's still gonna be the same outfit.
I
After
really
like,
more of a
man,
hoagie.
pretty soon you're going to be a freaking Pokemon.
You need one with a cheeseburger and a soda.
In the time of high cholesterol.
Yeah.
Bruce, did you have a good Thanksgiving, buddy?
Me and the wife went down to Corpus to see my cousin, and we hung out there, and then went over to her daughter's house, apartment, I should say, right off the coast, and enjoyed that. Had a good view. Had some good wine and turkey. I'm not a big turkey guy either. I believe turkey is just like a one time a year food, and sadly we're at that time of year, so I'm not.
You know what? That's weird, Bruce. I have yet to hear like almost anybody that's like crazy about turkey. It's like we're doing it out of, pure
I am a fucking turkaholic.
Oh, really?
You're a liar.
I love turkey.
But that's kind of like
Where's
cannibalism.
Jackie? I need him to yell heretic.
I love turkey. I love the drumstick. I love the dark meat. I like to take the turkey leftovers and then fry it up with some leftover pecans and put some gravy on it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm like the only person in my house that actually likes turkey, and I can make a pretty good turkey, but leftovers after like day 2, just so over it that I can't wait until I have anything else.
and the turkey my mom made yesterday was spectacular.
Well, like I told you, Shadow, you need to shred that turkey and throw it into a stew pot or soup or
Oh
something.
no, I've got venison for stew.
No. If you're looking to get rid of that stuff,
No, here's how you take care of it, Justin. You get yourself on Friday, Black Friday today. You make yourself a crust for pizza. You let it rise today, and on Saturday, you spread that out on your cooking stone, and then you add the turkey in shreds. You shred the turkey, and you use whatever turkey's left, and you put that on a pizza. And that, my friends, is how you get rid of the turkey in actually an enjoyable fashion.
I don't like white meat turkey though. I like the dark meat turkey.
I go for the drumsticks myself, but I tell you what, white meat turkey on a very good pizza crust with the right sauce is amazing.
I can see that being good with a cream sauce.
You could do it either white or you could do it with red.
Why not make the pizza with gravy?
That is a possibility. You can do white gravy if you want, and then just top the pizza with that, so the mini marinara, and you'll be very surprised at your results. But that's why. Are you familiar with Casey's convenience stores or no, Hungar?
Yes.
Isn't that just like a turkey pie, turkey pot pie, but flat?
Yeah.
I could do that.
Breakfast pizzas are a thing over at Casey's, and if you go there in the breakfast hour, they have white gravy with eggs, cheese, and sausage on them.
Yes.
And you just instead of doing like the sausage, you can just do that remainder of the turkey.
Now, if I remember correctly, you only eat at gas stations because it's fine dining for you.
No, that's not
Bruce?
fine dining. It's just that it's almost guaranteed you know
Just fucking
where
with you,
it came
bro.
from. It's not organic food. I would never have gas station sushi unless I'm in Corpus Christi, where the gas station owner is 5 minutes from the dock, and he went and just procured it like everybody else at 7 a.m. when the ships are coming in.
Yeah. Still a gas.
They got a lot. You know what? One of the best barbecues places in the U.S. is in a gas station.
Yeah. One of the best barbecues I've ever had is actually from Buc-ee's.
I'm talking about like rated one of the best in the U.S. up in Kansas City is in a gas station.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Is in an old St. Clair station.
Dude, there's still Sinclair's over in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd been to that, and I got a sandwich called the Z-Man, which was sliced pork with provolone cheese and a Janus onion ring on a brioche bun. It was good.
It sounds delicious.
Man, it's too soon to talk about food I ain't ate yet.
I'm sorry, brother. I don't look at my Discord then. No, I didn't put any photos of breakfast in Discord. That's good.
I could have ate.
We had blueberries available, so pancakes was a thing today.
Nice.
And because I'm not diabetic yet, I put peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter on top of the pancakes. Let that melt down. That was great.
That's the way to do it.
I prefer jam.
Man, we finally got just Jackie and not Shadow on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick.
He is definitely going to start yelling heretics soon.
He's back.
What are you trying to do, bud?
He's back.
He's back. Oh, man.
The authoritarian's going to prevent him from being funny.
Yeah.
Don't be pissing off Shadow.
Yeah.
It's too early in the morning for that to happen. It's not even
regular thing. I can take it.
Still Friday, guys. Don't be pissing off Shadow yet. Let that happen on Saturday.
You can't piss off Shadow. He's
I don't know if we can piss off Shadow.
I've never heard of this shadow figure.
You have to get up pretty damn early. To piss
Yeah,
him
it's Shadwell.
off. Hey, yeah.
It's shadow.
Corn popping, son.
No, it's not something. It's Corn Pop in the third eye.
Yeah. Those glasses are fierce, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He probably is gonna turn a couple of heads Monday when he goes back to school.
Yeah.
No, they'd be like, "Yep, that's just Jackie."
He's probably
Honestly,
turning
probably.
heads no matter what. Shadow. I mean, he's a kid. You know, he's under 20. He's got good genetics. He's gonna make the ladies question some things, and that's just how it works.
He wears a Hungar Afro shirt to school sometimes. I
Oh my
mean,
God!
Oh, yeah, I got some of that too.
You like Bob Ross?
Surprisingly, no
Nice.
one's ever said that.
Nice, Justin.
Justin's a dick.
What?
Come on, that was pretty damn funny.
Fuck,
For a
man.
guy who's so lethargic this morning, that was classic. Hey,
Yeah.
Hungar, why don't you
Yeah.
show the vid? Why don't you show the vid? Because I didn't get a chance to send it over to Bruce.
Which vid?
The one I sent you.
Oh,
It's only 25 seconds.
yeah. I'm fine with that. I just needed to know which vid, man. Come on.
Yeah,
No,
this is the way. This is how Jackie spent his vacation.
Yeah.
This is where you get expelled from school, Jackie.
Don't get expelled, please. This is the first time I've ever used Restream, so I'm pretty impressed with all the stuff that's got here.
Yeah, I'm seriously contemplating converting.
Yeah. And if you're just having 6 people on, you don't need to pay for it. No time on it.
I pay for it because I want to.
You're
Yeah,
a nice
exactly.
guy.
Not that no, it's not the fact you're rich. It's just the fact that like you've got the ability to throw money at something that you appreciate. That's
Yeah. That's why I said nice guy.
What happened to it?
what happened to the video.
Oh,
Yeah, we broke the internet.
what the hell?
You gotta download it, open it up in video player,
Yep.
be more
No.
stable.
Jack, what you need to do is you just need to do that again and just do line for line the handcar scene off of Blazing Saddles.
No. You're definitely getting expelled.
I don't think they're gonna see this.
Things have a way of getting out. Besides, I already emailed your vice principal.
Oh, dang.
See, Shadwell, they even call you master. Every day that goes by, I think that nutcase in California there, the other one,
Nice.
more accurate.
You know, it was the other kid, Alex's idea, or he inspired it because he was looking for a certain kind of music while I was having him do some yard work, and I'm like, South Park, and he's like, oh, okay, and then they translated it to Spanish as you know.
Pretty easy, actually.
They're all they had fun, you know, doing some
Involuntary labor.
yeah.
Involuntary labor.
Limited freedom.
Sure.
Construction work.
Yeah. We do have a labor corporation called Limited Freedom. Oh, what was it called? What was that? What was that?
Limited Freedom Staffing Agency.
Yeah.
Hey, they've got plenty of freedom. They're free to do what I say.
Or else.
Oh, free consequences.
How much more freedom do they need?
Honestly, true.
These kids got
It's really a question that's going to be popping up here on the major media here in the next couple of years. How many freedoms do you really need?
all of them. I need all of them.
No, you don't need all of them. There is no such
There you
thing
go.
as freedom
Where
to
you been
pursue
living for the
your
last 20 years?
self-destruction.
You need to hit Connell up with that one because damn.
James, are you back?
Yeah, I'm laying in here helping get the granddaughters to sleep.
Baby Caitlin.
Little baby, because she can't sleep unless she's like grabbing someone. It's
Yeah,
like,
I need some grandkids too. You need to get on that in a couple of years. But
You
don't
know,
wait too long.
Wait.
The thing is,
He's
there's a
Mexican.
place-
Shouldn't he already have like 8?
yeah, I probably should drop since I'm gonna be, taking care of my granddaughter.
All right, brother.
It's all right.
We'll be here a while if you want to come
been
back.
here for a while.
Party
there.
on.
Good seeing you though.
I'll catch you homies later. Party on.
Yes.
Happy holidays, James.
Same to you guys.
Yeah.
God bless you,
Hold
buddy.
on, I
Thank
need
you,
to
sir.
figure out how to leave.
You gone.
Yeah. But
You know, Jack, if you're wanting to help your dad out and get him some grandkids fast, you could always go to this little place called Mexico. They have this thing called a quinceañera. I did never heard of this before I was 37, and a friend of mine from the oil field dragged me to one of these, which I didn't know what I was doing. He's like, "We're going to a party," and so we head down to this little place called Edinburgh, Texas, which is like about a half hour from the border. You get there, go to a KFC. And they've got an open bar, but like they've got all these little girls running around in Disney princess outfits. And everybody starts asking, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Well, I'm not from their town, so I must be the topic of discussion, whatever. I'd go grab a couple drinks for myself because obviously they're playing music I'm not a real big fan of, but I'm going to be there just to be festive, blah, blah, blah. Next thing I know, I try to sit down and like, here's this line of girls forming, wanting to know if I want to dance. And I'm like, I really didn't come here to dance, but it is a party, fine, whatever. And like these, I after I get uncomfortable with one girl because it feels like there's trying to be like on the dance floor inseminations going on, which I wasn't aware of, but now I'm definitely aware of it. I asked her, I'm like, what's going on? Why are you doing this? She's like, oh, my dad said that I need to dance with you because you have a good job. That's great, but how old are you? And she's like, well, I'm 17. I'm the oldest of all these girls here. I'm like, get away.
Well, I went to a Golden Corral in Laredo once, and they had a freaking mariachi band in the Golden Corral.
Yeah, that's a typical thing in Laredo.
Growing up here in California, I knew it was Saturday because that would be what would wake me up, would be the mariachi music. And
yeah,
after a while, you know what? It's way better than your typical alarm clock, and
Infinitely better.
I could get into it. You know, obviously, you know he exists. So,
Hey, Jackie, you exist.
Mariachi band. Were you aware of that, Jackie?
Jackie's like, no, I like White Snake.
White Snake, yeah. But not the band.
Wow, Justin.
I'll probably be long dead before he starts, extending the family line. But
If you keep on acting the way you are, probably.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I'll be back in a minute,
Like
guys.
seriously, bro. They were doing the work. Did you need to whip them that much?
Hey, I left the whip upstairs, and it's only like 2 feet long. I keep asking them to bring me back, a fine quality, bullwhip, and apparently they don't make them anymore. I don't know. I guess it was that whole border crossing thing. Scared them from, making. I have to, order one from Spain or something.
That's such bullshit. And the thing is, if you really want that, if you want a bullwhip, let me see if I can poke around down here, see if there's still any leathersmiths that are making it. Because for a while there, they stopped it because of that very reason you're talking about. But I'm pretty certain that they got back into it again because everybody's forgotten about that little incident there at the border where people are trying to control their horses, but the photographer makes it look like we're beating black people. It's like, really?
Yeah, I mean, we got beanbag guns. We don't need the whips.
Yeah, we don't need the whips. We have guns here.
But I actually learned how to use one when I was about his age, and it's kind of fun. Any sort of accuracy driven skill should be embraced. It took me all of about 10 minutes. There's a simple trick once you know how to, time it. It's like throwing knives. Once you know the trick, it's just all about practice.
And that's the main thing. Every skill you have is perishable. It will go away if you don't use it.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll take out an eye getting back into the swing of things, but I only need one.
Nah, I won't be one of
I don't
yours.
need the other.
I think I look pretty fetching with an eye patch.
I don't know. You think you look better than Instructor Boy?
No, that guy's got a class look that needs to be put on a billboard just to get the word out. Because damn,
I've never seen Instructor Boy. What's he look like? Blofeld from James Bond, or does he look more like Klaus Schwab?
More like a cross between Condor and a gay pirate.
So, like Robert De Niro with the dentures out. Okay.
Oh. But half his face is blown up.
What?
But half his face is blown up.
See, I've never heard of this guy till like 3 months ago, and I still have not given a shit enough to go and
Yeah,
watch.
you're better off,
Well, it's kind of sad because he is very competent at what he does, right?
He is.
Yeah.
What's he do?
Like he's very tight on his video production and his descriptions of things are very on point. But he layers his fucking retard over top of it.
So you have an actual product underneath, but you have to wade through the mental retardation first. Got it.
No. It's just there, right? It's like I don't know, pepper on yogurt. Just doesn't fit.
At least you didn't say pineapple on pizza.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's
now.
nothing wrong with pineapple on pizza.
There's a certain priest of the Church of Pineapple on Pizza sitting in this room.
I was not aware.
You're not in a room,
Willing to
bro.
go on a crusade for that and that alone.
I would. I like it. Throw some red pepper, onions. It's it's just a different way to enjoy all the ingredients.
At least they don't use. At least he doesn't use mayonnaise instead of tomato sauce, which I have heard.
No, that deserves being burned at a stake for.
That's a war crime.
Mm-hmm.
There was somebody that was on mainstream news not long ago, and they said they microwave their steaks.
Oh dear God.
Uh,
I don't know how to comprehend exactly that level of retardation.
I think that is a great exemplification of what is wrong with modern America. The fact that that is not only the fact that that is something you can do, because that has been something people could do for a while. The fact that that is something that people do, people in prominence do, we need to purge the system just for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the signs of the coming apocalypse.
Yeah.
hmm.
Like, we need to. I can't say that. We need to, in Minecraft, of course, overthrow the Minecraft government just because of that and that alone. No other reason. Just for that. If every other problem didn't exist, but that one still did, it would be revolution worthy.
You know, what we need to do is we need to just actually be able to stream to Rumble, and then you can be unfettered with your language and your prose, and nobody will care because it's on Rumble.
Yeah. We've been actually thinking about starting a new channel just so we could do stuff like that. But let's face it, we're lazy.
I've been thinking of starting a new channel, and I'm working on it. I just have other things that are more important.
Yeah. Like going to Taco Bell.
I heard something that the new D&D player's handbook, they got rid of the words fat, slave, and insane.
Well,
they
because
also
those
get
are the
rid
key
of,
words
like,
when you're looking up
darkness.
leftist nonsense. Those are the three key words you're most likely to use.
What, they are actually all slaves.
Oh.
Yeah, clearly they just want to, destroy everything about the hobby and their own, profit margins, because that's just epic levels of just dumbassery. If they actually, Jackie had a group of kids playing D&D. It's 5e, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, yeah.
Every couple of weeks or so, and I couldn't help but listen to the kids, and you know what? They're not buying into a lot of that crap. They do crazy shit just like we did when we were youngsters playing D&D, and you give kids an open door to imagination, and they're gonna go wild. The more they try to push that stuff at the kids, I think the more it's gonna actually make them rebel against it.
I absolutely do think that's happening. Of course, there's some people that have been caught up into it, and they think that participating in that nonsense is some sort of rebellion when it's not. But I do think that there is a large group of people. It's not that big right now. There are a lot of people that are just awful degenerates, but there are some people that are seeing it and that are going against it.
Yeah, you did have a tiefling in the party, so.
Yeah, and I so wanted to kill him.
You should have.
Should.
Everyone in the party wanted to kill him, but he's the only guy who could heal us.
Yeah. When you go around collecting feet of your enemies, there's definitely some sort of screw loose.
Well, at least he played the character evil. Wow. Degenerate, maybe.
I mean, that's going to have a reek all its own after, 8 hours.
You'd know.
You're like, yeah, no thanks. I don't need any healing. I don't need any healing.
Why don't you just wrap the feet in bacon? That way you can deprive yourself of joy in two ways.
I mean, I get the ears or the fingers, but I mean, feet. That's eventually that's going to weigh you down, even if they are goblin feet.
Smelly ass old goblin feet.
Another guy who would know intimately.
Hey, Bo.
Hey, Bo.
Hey, Bo.
What's happening, brother?
Good morning, Bo. Bo, if you want to join us, there's a link there.
Yeah, get your ass in here. You're too busy last night to join us, but join us now. One of us.
One. Or
Glad to hear that Hungar is eating healthy.
Yeah.
Hungar, eat healthy.
I mean, not every
Ice
meal
cream?
comes.
You're having ice cream.
I'm having homemade pumpkin pie
Oh, pumpkin pie.
with homemade whipped cream
Damn.
with vanilla ice cream.
That's pretty good.
Yep. But the ice cream isn't homemade.
No.
Huh.
Amateur.
Is that a hippie on the channel? What are you talking
No,
about?
there's a hippie in the chat.
Yeah, get your ass in here, Brian. Tell us, regale us with stories of your connubial bliss. Just keep it PG, if that's
I
possible.
don't think
Why do we need to keep it PG?
like I genuinely don't think he can.
Have you met Brian? No. Yeah, I don't know.
There's no benefit to keeping things PG. Unless things originally are PG, there's no benefit to changing it to PG.
Well, I was just saying it for the boys' sake. You know, he's a little touchy on certain subjects.
I don't know. The guy was pretty cool. Jackie there was pretty cool last night.
The reason why I'm questioning this, Shadow, is that allow your son to exhibit what good you put into him by letting him filter out what he wants to acknowledge and respond to and celebrate.
Yeah, I'm too much of a control freak for that.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Chad was a control freak.
Good morning, Bo. How you doing, brother?
That's a joke that will never get old.
The real meaning of Shadow is obedience.
Just like little kids in Ethiopia.
The hell?
They never get old.
What are you? He's referring to the control freak joke. Yeah, it's never going to get old.
I missed that joke. Okay. Oh.
Hey, Bear.
Oh yeah, that was one of Shauna's drunken rants.
Aimed at yours truly.
Yeah.
When I say drunken rants, I mean that pretty literally.
Who got drunk?
I don't have.
It's either alcohol or dementia or both.
I was talking to the guy. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. Congratulations, Mrs. Weird.
Oh, hey, come here. The guys want to wish you a happy, or I don't know if it's a happy, but
Are you guys fighting already?
We just want to give her the code for how to signal for help.
There she is.
Twice.
Congratulations, Scandal in the North Tower.
Congratulations, Mel. If you're ever in trouble, if you bang pans together while you're on the show, while he's on the show, we know to send help.
Right, it's like
we won't know where to send it.
But bang him up against his head.
Oh, that
She won't need our help then.
The rolling pin to the head.
Yeah,
will
that won't
indicate
do anything.
there's not bliss right now.
I like
Hi,
the
Raven.
third eye.
I know he's kind of hippie-ish there a little bit. That's all right. All right. He is in California.
Morning, Raven.
I mean, his third eye needs protection.
It's
too.
true. That's true.
He actually does have a third eye, though.
He's a navigator for 40K.
The brown eye.
He's gonna turn into a giant worm.
They're more hazel, but yeah.
All right, bye guys. Have fun with your little friends.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's what she always says.
We have
like-
been dismissed.
It's like, have you been talking to your little friends? I'm like, yes, I've been talking to my little friends.
You know,
Good
there's
sir,
not,
I am not little.
yeah, I was gonna say there is not one of us that's little.
Yeah, I don't think there's
I
anybody
mean,
that's little
even
there.
the little guy here is quickly approaching my height.
Check this out. We got the full house today.
Hey, oh shit, look
Yeah.
at that. Nerds in the house.
Nerd. Stealth burn, as I like to call her now.
Stealth burn. That's good.
Jesus Christ. Did you guys hear her fucking just burn Brian into oblivion yesterday?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
I
my
did not.
goodness.
I'm gonna have to put
Well,
that on
me.
the
So
table.
gaming with
Wasn't even there.
ADHD corrected our pronunciation of capoeira because he's been to Brazil, and that's where he did his mission as a member of the LDS. So he was like, actually, guys, it's capoeira or whatever. He said it the way they say it there. Later, he made some pumpkin spice joke, and fucking nerds nerd out the blue goes, actually, it's pumpkin spice.
I know.
Jesus, get that man a list of local burn units. I'm like, holy shit.
Wait, who was this?
Captain
Who was she
America.
burning?
With ADHD.
Shit, I don't know about that bullshit.
She was burning you again?
I've told you guys. Nerd. She doesn't speak a lot.
No,
But when she does,
it's an airstrike when she does, man.
you pay attention because you never know what's coming out of her mouth. And it's 9 times out of 10 just pure comedic gold.
Well, okay, that's the only difference between her and the rest of us is like you never know what's coming out of our fucking mouths. At least what she does is funny. We just say bullshit half the time. The rest of us.
I practice that.
Saying the king who just goes woohoo, recognizing his call.
Exactly.
Song of his people, you know.
I'm going to eat my.
I know what I'm good at, bro. I know what I'm good at.
I'm channeling my inner Dean Winchester right now.
Nice.
So, nerd, I had to change out
reading Asian porn mags.
the bottom plate of my reservoir, right? Because it had like a big nick in it. And my printer is printing like ass.
Oh,
Yeah, changing the step is the main issue that starts to create problems.
Dude, it is.
Usually
it
they
is
come with
not-
a film, you have to separate, and people will forget to do that. Then you
No,
have
I
to
did.
portion it to the correct, and you have to use like a sound analyzer to get the vibrations and make sure it's tight enough, but not too
No, I
tight.
don't need to do
It's
any
a
of that
whole
shit.
thing.
I obviously didn't do that because it's like there's like a void part in like the printing now. It's like a section of the printer isn't printing in that area for some reason. So that's weird. I gotta
Is the bed level?
right now. I gotta like place the shit in that out of that void. So it's weird.
Yeah, is it the center?
Yeah, it's like the center.
Hey, nerd,
Yeah,
check
that's
this
just a
out.
tension thing. It needs to be tighter.
Bruce,
Yeah, what's with this Papa Smurf getting painted out?
I love you and I love your work that you do. This is a friend of mine printed this off for me. So we're playing against giants right now. And I figured he would be a fine storm giant. So that's what we're painting up for the
Oh,
campaign.
yeah.
You do really good work. I can only hope the best for you, and if I can get over to your Patreon, your Ko-Fi, preferably Ko-Fi, I would be more than happy to throw some money your way. This is great.
Well, no, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't mix hobbies with money, though, so there will never be an option for that.
You know, okay.
I never say never.
I can respect your work, but I honestly feel that you need to at least receive enough to where you can go grab your favorite beverage.
Who's going ape shit?
Who's the Mike Vick on the channel right now with the dog fight going on? What the
my
fuck?
parents have 5 dogs,
Holy
and then we brought
Jesus.
our dog. So there's 6 dogs in the house.
Well,
My
counting
money's
you,
on
there's
the-
7.
Oh,
Ah,
You're the
Hey,
baddest dog in the pound, brother.
that's right. I'm the big dog.
Has anybody ever noticed that when you give your dog a bath, it's like getting a brand new dog? Not
I
just
can
us.
see that.
no,
No.
it's a California thing.
Okay.
They smell better.
Your joke doesn't make sense, so allow us to burn your state. There we are.
The nerds,
No,
nerd.
that's California, bro.
No disrespect for you. I appreciate what work you do here. I really do.
Sounds like Bruce wants a mini of himself.
No.
That was a one-off for Hungar. Sometimes, I mean,
Limited
I've
edition.
got severe ADHD. When I hyperfixate, I can do magic, and then I'll spend 3 weeks doing nothing.
That's
Yeah,
understandable.
bad news. You don't have to be ADHD for that. You just have to be one of us.
One of
One
us.
of us.
One of us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So I saw that Elegoo has got a pretty significant Black Friday sale going on for anybody that's I've been looking at a couple, but I'm kind of vacillating on which one to get. So
Pattern 2 is a really good piece.
Just when you get one, make sure it's big enough to do terrain, because you're gonna want to start
Terrain's
pumping out
great,
nice.
but you don't need but one that makes at least 6 inches. If it does 6 inches, you can do multiple pieces.
Yeah,
Right.
I keep hearing that, but not a fan.
The larger you go, the more options for failure there are. So.
Yeah.
I suppose.
The
what my ex used
technology's
to
not
say.
there yet for doing a 12-inch by 12-inch piece yet, Shadow. That's the only negative with the hobby as it is. You're actually doing a great service to gamers by keeping your terrain videos up and allowing people to go there, check out what you and Jack make, and then head over to their hardware store of choice and let them buy the pieces they need for $40 or less. You're doing them a really good service.
We do want to get back into doing craft videos. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, little guy's schedule is pretty busy.
Also, we're encountering that same thing that all the other big craft channels did, where they just kind of don't know what to do anymore.
No, I've got a few ideas, but I want to do bigger terrain, and that's kind of an issue when you're running out of space. I made some big pieces of terrain, and I've yet to use them in a game. So when we do our convention in 2025 out there, Woods, Brian, and Bruce, we're just going to give away a crap ton of the
Bruce, you in Texas?
Yeah.
No shit. Where you at?
Alamo City.
Where?
Alamo City, San Antonio.
Oh, San Antonio. I'm up in Temple, just south
Yeah,
of
you're
Waco.
about 4 hours
north
away.
of- yeah.
At 4 hours on I-35, 3 hours any other way.
Sure. Now, guys, for you guys don't know, 4 hours in Texas is a decent drive. It's an okay drive. That's
Dude,
like
I used to drive across Texas twice a week, man. You ain't got to tell me.
it's like a week to get the hell out of the state.
There's this guy in the UK, and he went off on this woman because he'd come to America. And then there's this woman, this American woman asked this girl where she lived in the UK, and she's like, "Oh, I live like blah blah blah, weird London name, or British name." And she's like, "Is that close to London?" And the girl's like, "No." And then he is like, "Listen, you uppity bitch. It's an hour and a half away from London. You do not realize how big America is.
right.
You can drive 11 hours in Texas and still be in Texas.
Yeah.
So when
Beaumont,
they say
El Paso.
it's that close to London and you're an hour and a half away, just say yes until you've been to America.
Well, that just makes all the country an hour and a half from London.
Yes.
Like they're all close.
Yes.
Close. I think I want to say I saw a video where some guys started in the south of Scotland and made it far north. Where was that?
No.
Wales? Is that the top one? Or is that
No,
England?
Wales is at the bottom. Scotland's at the
Wales
top.
is at the bottom of.
Ireland.
Okay.
Ireland's not
So
connected.
it was Wales.
Come on,
up
guys.
The top of.
Come on.
Scotland.
Wales
Come
is
on.
west.
You're making your country look bad. You don't know the
No,
layout of other places.
It's American exceptionalism. I don't need to know anything else but America shit.
Manifest destiny. I don't need to know fuck about the world unless I'm bombing it.
Now, Bear likes to go off on me about being in Ontario, so I'm going to do an Ontario thing and say, I can fit Texas twice into my province, and it's not even the
and I
largest
can fit
one in
your
this country.
province 1.25 times into mine. What do you want?
Canada's big too. We understand this. We're
Canada's
not
bigger
talking
than
about
America,
the size of
Is
Canada.
province a euphemism for something? Because
Yeah, balls. It's for balls. That's what it's a
Province,
euphemism for.
province is a much better word for subdivisions than state.
No, a province is not a state. The problem is that because of the what do you call it? The degeneration of federalism in this country, the states have become
Shit. Here we go. Bo's getting political again.
No, I'm
Well, it's
not.
not wrong.
A
The
state.
masses of the proletariat must unite against the bourgeoisie.
bourgeois pig.
Get him, nerd.
I'm not an elitist hobbyist, so.
But you're an elitist Canadian.
Elitist dick.
No, I'm just a dick.
Honestly, knowing what the Canadian elite had just did a couple months ago, it wouldn't surprise me.
What did the
All right,
Canadian
so,
elite
yeah.
do a couple of months ago?
There you
You don't
go.
remember
Driving.
what they brought to their parliament and celebrated?
I can't see you right now because there's trippy on my face, but that's okay. I'll wipe it off and I'll feel better.
I'm hoping that's
sorry.
Oh, the
I-
Ukraine
we
Nazi?
don't-
Oh yeah, no, that was class act, Trudeau. Well done. That was
Yeah,
really
and
awesome.
you could tell it was deliberately done to get rid of the only guy who had a brain in the room because
Honestly,
everyone
what
was
did you
clapping
think?
while he was like, "Oh shit, do they have?"
Hey,
any
we're getting too
movement?"
political here.
Usually
Fuck sticks.
It's Canada. You guys don't care.
Yeah,
I
Canadian
gotta
politics
say,
is like Canadian politics is like modeling you in high school. It's interesting sounding, but
Canadian
nobody-
politics is like crayons ready to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
We
that
look-
that simple.
Oh, you're like Marine Corps.
We look up north and we go, "Oh, aren't they precious?"
Yeah.
bless their hearts.
bless their heart.
Bless your heart. That's okay. You
No,
betcha, eh? You
I do
betcha.
gotta give Trudeau
Oh,
some
sorry about
credit.
that. Sorry about that.
For what?
Don't
His
do
hair?
that now.
I saw a video, and I wish I knew where the source was, but they were showing Trudeau trying to box.
Oh, he actually can box.
No, he can't. He gets his face plastered in.
Well, he's not professional, but he was a boxer in his youth, like when he was a young man in
Well,
college.
he's
he
half
boxed.
Cuban, of course.
That
can
is,
box.
he's like
Exactly.
100% Cuban, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, Margaret
Yeah,
was still
I
he's
thought it was
half
like-
Cuban, half cunt. That's how that works out.
Wow.
Oh no, Margaret Trudeau is
Pull
a
out the C
whore.
word.
Margaret Trudeau is a disgusting human being. She was caught in the fucking Queen Elizabeth Hotel with the Rolling Stones one night by the RCMP when they did a drugs raid. This is the equivalent of the First Lady of Canada, and she's caught in a hotel with a British, at the time, bad boy band, right? Like, come on, man.
The fact that you consider
Yeah.
the Stones a
CCB
bad
in the
boy
royal,
band-
not yours.
Sorry, what was that, nerd?
Saying it sounded more like your scene. Royalty doesn't belong there.
Oh,
True.
cutting. I like it.
Piece of ham.
I don't know.
They finally put King Charles on some of our money now up here. It's like, well, that's nice. Apparently, we're not getting rid of that shit because we had been sort of believing that when Queen E left, that was it. We were going to no longer have royalty on our cash in Canada. Apparently not.
I was about to say, didn't you guys do
I'm
a
okay
vote
with that.
not too long ago about trying to get away from the royalty or the servitude or whatever the fuck it was?
We're part of the Commonwealth, which means we have a Governor General who can officially, under the law, prorogue our Parliament anytime they want and end our government. But everybody in everybody who's a member of the Commonwealth has this issue in that the Governor General can, with permission from the Crown in England, suspend the government of the country that they're the Governor General of. Doesn't happen, but they can.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You guys need a Bill of Rights. That's what you need.
We do have one. We have the Charter of Rights and Freedoms,
It's not worth calling
which
it.
Quebec never signed, and I live in Quebec.
Hey, Bear, what does that say on the screen?
Les bourgeois, c'est comme les cochons. Plus ça
They're like yigs. I know
comme
those
ça
words.
devient bête, les bourgeois, c'est comme les cochons. So the bourgeois are like pigs. The more that they want, the more that they kiss the ass. I don't know. That's a weird. I gotta translate the rest of that because that's France French, and I didn't learn that. I learned Quebecois French. Sorry, but give me a second. I'll give you the answer.
Google can do that.
Yeah, the bourgeois are like pigs. We got that. But this slash plus ça devant. Give me a second. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it seems like America is getting all the ex royalty. All you guys come over here.
Yeah, okay. So the bourgeois are like pigs. The older they get, the stupider they become. There you go. That's your answer.
But didn't the redhead? Is he redhead? The redheaded royal became American.
They're
Then-
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mr. Markle?
Yeah.
So that
Mr.
guy's
Markle.
And then,
Yeah,
well,
that's
shit.
it.
What's his face abdicated his kingdom, his kinghood, and gave it his brother. for American women. Something about them Brits and American women. What's
Have
going
you
down?
seen? Never mind. I'm not going to make a joke in case Hungar has.
Have you seen British women?
Thank you, Hungar. I have a standing theory. So 400 years of war between France and England. There's these high numbers of English dead that never came back. Right? I'm willing to bet half of them were like, "Tell my wife I'm dead." So you go come back. Nah, look at Marie. I'm staying. You know, like that's just the way it was. You know, because them French women. For all the nonsense you can talk about France, that French blood is pretty beautiful.
Only good thing to come from Quebec.
What, women?
The women.
No, they're good. Okay, so we have an expression in French, belle de loin, loin de belle. Nice from far, but far from nice, which is the thing is that they're beautiful, but they're culturally they're harpies. Like, it's insane how aggressively just harpish the French Canadian woman can be, that a lot of French Canadian men are just cucked now. They're just completely like emasculated by their wives.
I did not know that Meghan Markle was French.
She's not.
She's like Californian.
He does something French.
Markle?
Which is worse.
She's a raw narcissist, which is easily confused with French. That's the problem.
I did like the South Park episode about her. That was great.
We demand to be left alone.
South Park, in my opinion, can make fun of anybody they want to because they make fun of everybody.
Yeah, they do a good job, I think.
Yeah,
they do a good job. They do. I haven't watched it in a long time, though, to be honest with you.
They made fun of you. They made fun of the big YouTubers, and it was like, it's a class. They're in prison. All the big YouTubers are. In prison.
They don't pick a side.
And they got a cutout of the beaver from Leave It to Beaver, and then like, now look at this little boy and tell me what you're feeling. No, that's why you're in here. Like, wow.
Topic. What is this topic you speak of?
This is a foreign word.
This is not the way of our people.
This is Hungar's chaotic neutral live stream. Fuck it, Friday edition.
Fuck it.
So okay, so I actually sat down and watched 4 hours of fucking Shadow and his guest from last night. I woke up this pretty early this morning. I watched the whole thing. So what was this? I'll say I don't know. I'm not watching the same shit you guys are watching. But there's a new drama in the hobby where Watsy came out and said you can't say certain words, and then there was somebody else
trains their own books
or something. What's going down?
They put like a chow guide for their books.
Yeah. So basically, Tenkar did.
They updated all their electronic.
Go ahead, nerds.
So I was saying, my understanding is basically Watsy came out and updated all their electronic books in a pretty ham-fisted and silly way, where they kind of removed all words that could be negatives. They got rid of the word savage, right? Instead of just, as a noun where, okay, maybe there's some problematic calling people savages, they just got rid of the word savage entirely. So like savage blow is now brutal strike. They got rid of dark and fat and all those other words.
So Tenkar has she's right. Tenkar has a video where he read through the list just to show you all the changes they made because he got a copy of it, and I think it's available online. But the problem is that they're going in and stealth editing all their digital documents. And so if you download something from GM's Guild or whatever,
was it the Watsy video? I thought that was their announcement.
Shoot a link to that list, and I will be sure my next video I will hit every fucking word in my next video.
Well, I did a little thing about it yesterday morning. So
darky.
That is that's very savage of you, Brian.
I know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Did it just get dark in here?
He is a savage.
It brings a cloud of darkness with her.
Yeah, it's really weird. He can't say fat. You say big instead of fat. Well, motherfucker, I'm big and I'm fat. I'm big and fat. So
I'm big and fat.
That was the funny one. These are front of burly orcs coming towards you. Like, that's a weird one to use.
Burly. Yeah, they were saying
negatively, and
they were saying use the word burly now.
Yeah.
You see the burly orcs coming.
So wait a minute, hang on. I've been making jokes forever that Chris Perkins is like just, he's at the Rainbow Parade is what I'm saying. So he wants everybody to be called burly now.
Yeah.
Here comes those burly orcs. Oh no.
some burly
Yeah,
women.
you know,
coming your
ever
way.
since that tragic burn incident, you know, and the plastic surgery just didn't quite take.
Mel's
I
triggered.
think it sort of seeped into his brain. I cannot stand to watch that guy.
Did you not see us making 2 episodes of Legion of Myth trying to watch his stupid video, and like we couldn't just stop making every day's a gift Cancer Boy jokes? Like it was ridiculous.
We did that about a year ago as well.
He looks like Cancer Boy.
I mean,
Yeah, Percy Block's got it. He's like, instead of calling them fat, we call them husky orcs.
No, but that's offensive to
we're
husky.
not
So
doing that.
furries are going to get offended that you're using the husky term for an orc, which is, you can't offend the furries.
You know,
Yeah,
what?
you'll get kicked off of Discord.
Fuck them. And fuck them and their blow up unicorn costumes.
I had a
co-streaming this?
furry brony at a table.
You're co-streaming this, Bear.
I am. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was. I didn't mean to.
Well, no, that's cool, dude.
The problem with that, Shadows, they would be into you fucking them.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
not literally. And if
You're
I have
definitely
to,
a bear,
literally
Hungar.
the red hot fucking poacher.
Bear. Oh, yeah, you guys watch.
Listen, I'm not. I don't get
Let the
territorial about much
weirdos be
except
weird
Canada,
over
the
there.
pronunciation of Putin, and the word bear. There's one bear in this fucking conversation.
No, you guys
Steal
got
my
Bear.
thunder.
You gotta check out Bear Force One. Watch that
Bear
video. That's your new theme song. You'll love it.
Why would I do that?
Bear Force One. Enjoy it. We
Who's
watch
on
it all the
honeymoon?
time. It's fantastic.
One rule: when
Shit, I wish,
Brian
man. We're
recommends
poor,
something,
dude.
don't do it.
We'll go to our honeymoon next year. Yeah.
So that's why All Ones was asking about the topic. Yeah, sorry for the people on my channel watching. I apologize. I accidentally set up co-streaming when I was just trying to log into this stupid Restream program, and so
He
I
did
didn't
not
mean
mean
to
to
co-stream. but
expose
we're
you
here.
to this garbage.
Yeah, this is chaotic neutral. Hungar's chaotic neutral. Fucking Friday. So this is like when Legion of Myth was co-streamed on my channel, guys. It's not my usual shit, so just get used to it. And if it offends you, come back tonight when I talk about D&D.
And I'll be on his show tonight talking about crazy shit.
There's a shock.
Calling elves thin skinny is insulting to anorexic people.
No, they're svelte, like Skia yogurt.
Yeah, svelte.
So ridiculous. I mean, seriously, but do most? I mean, we're all old timers here. I mean, I'm 40 plus years in gaming, and I know our combined gaming experience here, we're probably in the hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. But I mean, does any of this political shit really affect anything that we do?
No.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes, it does.
Not one bit.
Yeah.
No, it does, and I'll tell you how. The problem is it affects new gamers, it affects new people coming in. Because the influence, Watch's influence, Hasbro, his influence is almost impossible to overcome for small content creators.
Man, I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It's just like
Yeah.
I seriously believe that the people that are coming into the hobby, you know, I don't remember. I think last night someone had said it a lot. Like I think it was James down the Aussie James. He was saying that most people that come in and play 5e, like, are going to do it for like 3 months and then they're done.
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah,
tourists.
I mean,
They're
They're going to
casual.
come in, but it's those people who are playing 5e for maybe a year or two, and they're like, you know, this is fucking kind of lame. Is there something, just kind of like what we did, like war
It doesn't
games?
happen.
We all walked into the GW fucking brand, and that was our introduction. And
But
then,
that's it.
then we
That's
walked
exactly
away
what
from it because we knew there was something so much better, and we saw
Well,
sought
yeah,
it
but
out.
that was back when shops carried other things. Now shops carry like three products and that's it.
Shops aren't going to be around, man. It's going to be game shop. It's going to be
All right,
game
so listen,
game
weird.
stores where you play. That's it. It's not selling products. It's going to be where you go to play.
Weird. Let me put something in perspective for you, though, because you said, does it really matter, all this political shit? Justin and I, and you'll not find us agreeing on much, you know, we're very diametrically opposed as human beings. We live in a country that has legitimate hate speech laws on the books where you can go to jail.
Yeah.
And one of them, the one they added recently, is the proper pronoun use. If you refuse to use someone's pronouns, they can actually take you to court, and you can wind up doing jail time for it.
Well, you get a fine, and if you don't pay the fine, you get-
And then when you don't pay the fine, where do you go, Justin?
Yeah, jail time.
Because I'm not
No,
paying a
you
fine because I
have
didn't
a
call him
mess.
Jur or Zim or Zoo. You know, come on.
I mean, is there not a
Because
way?
they got
I mean,
icon
seriously,
on a shitload.
call me ignorant because I am. I'm ignorant to the Canadian way because I'm not Canadian. Isn't there a way for the people to rescind that shit? Because that's ridiculous.
No.
Well,
No.
lobbying to rescind it is a hate crime.
So the hate crime
Yes.
stuff came in the 90s to protect the gay lesbian community, and it was needed. It was needed because there was an awful lot of like I had a buddy of mine was waiting for the bus, and he happened to be wearing a pink shirt, and he's not gay, but a couple of guys jumped out of a car and were like faggot and beat the shit out of him at a bus stop. Okay. So it was needed to go. We need to like do something. The problem is that it was the slippery slope where the little thing you put in place to protect a couple of people is now being abused by everyone to protect everything. So we had a comedian here in Quebec who did in French did a comedy routine about a handicapped singer, and he wound up going to court and I almost went to jail for it. Like it turned into this massive event where he wasn't allowed to make fun of this guy. He won in the end on appeal because the guy was a public fucking figure, and he's like, I'm allowed to make fun of public figures, but it had to go through the courts, right? And this is the
You know, it's
problem
like
we
that.
have.
You know, that's a whole other industry that we don't even think about. How this PC shit has happened is comedy. Can you imagine stand-up comedians? I mean, they're like,
Yeah, in Australia, there's a guy
They're an
going to court
endangered
right now.
species.
I would
They're
like to say
endangered
thank you to
species.
Canada and everywhere else that put in hate speech laws because we're now receiving your comedians, and for the most part, if you go,
You think
to
your
the-
country doesn't have them too, bro? You're laughing like you're making me laugh because you do.
we still value comedy here. We still value,
I don't know, man. I mean,
free speech.
I haven't
No,
seen any.
you guys made Amy Schumacher or Amy Schumer a star. You have nothing to say.
Hold on.
That's true. We can never apologize enough for that.
I've
bitch.
never given that cow a fucking dollar. And I'm pretty certain that will never happen either. Because she's not funny. Just, trying to use my
There's no-
vagina as a
There's
fucking
every
punchline.
bad thing the rest of the
Like,
world
where's
has
Sam
done.
Kinison where we need him?
Yeah. By the way, Hungar, I just felt like kicking the little bee's nest there. You're welcome.
This is, by the way, I got a picture of Cancer Boy up here with Nick Naylor from Thank You for Smoking. I don't know if you guys saw this or not.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Chris Perkins, back then, scared to death, shaking hands with libertarianism. All right, I'm going to pull this down now.
I'm not sure what that means. What any of that means. What was on the screen?
What?
See, when I refer to Cancer Boy, I'm referring to the Kids in the Hall sketch, Cancer Boy. Every day is a gift, like.
Is that the one where they come, like Metallica comes to see him, and he's like all shriveled up body. He's like, "Hold my hand, sign my hand." And he's just like a stick figure.
Yeah.
We've been watching SCTV, the whole series.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty hit or
Because
miss,
it's hilarious.
but it's pretty good. There's some hit or miss shit in it.
Lots
but
of hit or
it's not
miss.
bad.
All right, I got to drop off. But Daz, great hanging with y'all.
Hey,
Nerds, always good to see you.
Bye, nerds.
So again, to go back to what Brian was saying, I think this is the reason why we have to. The best thing to do is to steer people away. My opinion, I know it's controversial. Steer people away from D&D in all the iterations, all of them.
Yeah.
SRD, D20. Find another game to play because the taint of D&D is upon you.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you need to like expunge its total existence. Definitely, like maybe the games under Watsy's command. I mean, I agree. I mean, I don't buy any of that shit. I might buy some of those cheap minis they make, but that's it, man. I don't buy any of the other products. I don't support any other. I don't watch those fucking programs where they have professional actors and voice actors pretending to play fucking D&D and all that shit. I don't watch that crap. It ain't real.
I could agree with you, but by advertising the older editions, you're giving a voice to the newer ones.
Yes, absolutely yes.
But the thing is, you don't expunge a good thing because of the new thing is bad.
But they're not going to play. Like new players aren't going to play first or second edition.
I
And
don't
there
know.
are better versions of
I
those
don't
games
know.
on the market.
Like brand new, I agree with you.
If you got a channel and you say, look, I'm playing OSC, look how great that is. They go to Target or they go to Barnes & Noble, they don't buy OSC, they buy 5th edition.
And I don't know. I think if you're talking about the
I
fair
like
weather
what
gamer,
Bleaker
I agree
says.
with you. The fair weather gamer, I agree with you. He's gonna play. He's gonna buy something for his kid for Christmas and whatever. That's the only purchase he's ever gonna make. But if you're into it, you're gonna seek out the shit that you want to play. That just like we did.
A person who's into a thing doesn't magically pop out of nowhere. They have to be a fair weather player first.
No, you're right.
Like a tourist is only a tourist so long as they leave, but you start off that way, right? You start off as a tourist before you become an immigrant to the hobby, right? Like if you're going to use that analogy,
and
you visit a place before you move there, right? Like
I don't know.
As a rule.
I think as old timers here, or just us expressing like the old systems, or even not even old shit, the things that we like. Enlightened gamers will watch that kind of shit and might say, "Hey, that might be stuff. That sounds kind of cool. Let's check that out." Instead of just feeding into the fucking fray. Because most of the gamers who play 5th edition are not like 40-year players. I guarantee it. They're not going to be sticking around.
So what? But like for every like the only reason why they have people leaving the game is because it's a bad game and they aren't exposed to quality
good
games. They don't have people to play better games with.
I agree. I agree with you. Like I think GW shit is shit. And you guys talk about all that new fucking skirmish stuff and their epic scale shit. It's all shit. It's all fucking. It's GW process shit. And I'm just saying. But it's the big thing. It's the new thing. It's the flashy thing. But again,
don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel.
No, I'm just saying. I agree. But the thing is, but I'm not naive to the point where it's an entry level thing for certain people. That's why we make these small content creators here. That's why we do this shit, because we telling people what we like.
Yeah,
there's other shit other than what you see.
Our channel is always highlighting the old stuff, and we get a lot of traction comparatively, and we're going to keep doing it, and we will we'll be there for a good long time so people can like when I'm researching something, I go back farther and farther and farther till I can get to the
right. And I love that, but what I want to promote something that is available. Again, if you have to go looking on Drive to RPG, if you have to go looking on going on eBay to find a game, we're not going to bring new people into the hobby. We're not. We've got to find a game that's available now that anybody can buy for like $20 or less, that everybody can play, and that covers all the bases.
You mean like Arduin? You mean like Arduin?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm playing an Arduin, and again, Arduin doesn't have non-combat skills. I'm hoping that they find a way to
have to admit, I think
when I'm a small streamer and I promote chaos.
There's only a couple flipper babies.
There's only a couple of flipper babies.
Right? Justin grew up well.
To meet you. Oh, really? Hello.
Oh, there's
Cancer. Hi, Doctor.
Okay,
I'm Cancer Boy. And what would you like to say to the doctor? I'd like to thank you for your marvelous drug.
No.
See? Oh, you want it, Cancer Boy?
What show is this, Hungar?
There is no hope for me. But my parents are on it, though. They were so very low. Not just because of me, but because my brother was born with his heart on the outside of his body.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
Isn't this Kids in the Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain Candy.
That's okay.
The movie
my
they
marrow
made.
is just low.
I love that when they rebooted
Now, Chris,
their
you've been
show.
going on all
The
night.
first
You
thing
really
you saw
should,
was them
speak
fucking
with-
stark ass naked. The very first scene. It was hilarious.
You loved that, did you?
Yeah.
It was funny. I dig it. Something about those Canadian naked comedians.
Did you see? The doctor and me, did you see?
Plaid flags.
That is Perkins to a T. That is Perkins to a freaking T.
Oh.
No, but you know, I mean,
That's what he thinks
again,
role playing
I,
is.
I play such fringe anyway that I'm probably not the guy to talk to you about.
I don't know. You're pronouncing it with an F, but you normally, I thought it was pronounced cringe.
I said fringe.
Hey,
I said
can I just
fringe.
take a quick
no,
second and throw some props Jackie's way, because he waded into the den of iniquity last night and held his own. So I got to give him some props on that.
Yeah.
Jackie's the man.
Well, let's not lose our minds, but you know he did well.
Hey, you know what? He's from the best. And,
I don't know.
Well, and you
He
too,
hasn't
Justin.
yelled heretic once all stream, and there's definitely times it's been justified.
Jackie, you would be outlawed in Canada.
No,
Just
no,
don't-
he'd do
don't go
fine in
north.
Quebec.
You'll
He'd
be
be
aight.
really fine in Quebec. He'd be okay.
You know what fixes this shit that's going on? I'm not fucking
Like
sorry.
Chinese made 762.
This fucking works.
It looks like.
That's what it
Freedom
is.
seeking. You can't
Chinese,
vote your way out of this.
Rinko 762 right there.
I love these. Okay, first off, because they fix stupid people, especially stupid people in power. If we only had that going on right now, we could probably fix a lot of shit.
Yeah, like I said, you can't vote your way out of this shit.
No, we can't. We got to get more of those, and we got to put them in people that scream and bleed.
Ah, I love her.
Wait, I'm a person who screams and bleeds. Wait a minute.
Yeah, but you can't say stupid things like trans women are women, or you can't say these nasty words, or you have to use the right pronouns. People that say that get those put into them, and we're at the point where
I'm gonna suggest there might be a slight step of social reform between where we are now and murder. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say there might be a step
just a tad.
Just a little tiptoe over the line before we get to shooting.
Okay. There's the old saying about the 3 boxes. I think we're at box 2.
I'm pretty certain that what we need is we need to have a wake-up call before we get to the shooting part. I agree. But I think we're pretty close to that shooting part, because there was a nice lawyer that went down to Panama, and he was being unable to drive on the road because there were some, I think, Just Stop Oil people. And he just went full out, and so I started blasting. And that completely heated up last 2 weeks.
He literally woke up with no fucks to give, and
none. 77-year-old lawyer, and like at a certain point, what is that? You get to a certain age and a life sentence. It's not that bad.
free cable and 3 squares, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, I am going to end the show now. Thanks. Well, I gotta go visit. I gotta go hang out with my parents a little bit.
You got to pull the stream down and off the last 5 minutes.
How old are your parents, dude? They gotta be like in their 80s. What are you like? You're like
I'm only 50,
right?
dude. I'm 50.
I know. How old are your
You motherfucker.
50.
I'm the same age as you, dude. You look like.
Hey, Bear, how old are you? How old are you, Bear?
I'm 53.
Oh shit, I'm the old man here once again.
Yeah, you are. Just in the
yeah,
But we're all pretty firm Gen X.
Oh yeah, I'm very Gen X, but I'm not very firm anymore. I'm more soft and sort of.
I'm kind of
spongy and weak.
No, I take what's the proper Watsy word?
Oh, I'm big. I'm big.
Soft
I'm big.
husk.
I'm big and burly is what I am.
Big bone,
Oh,
is that
burly,
word?
there you go.
Big bone.
Big bone.
Yeah, I'm big boned, as Ricky Gervais said. I'm big boned, covered in beef and gravy. You know, that's kind of big boned I am.
Break your leg.
I can go.
Well, I'm going to go visit with my parents.
All right, bye, Hungar. Thanks for having it, man.
Thanks for everybody for coming on.
Keep it weird,
Like, subscribe to everybody on here. Road rough, put up wet. That's right.
Thanks, Bertie.
That's me. I've lived my life. I'm not going to the grave pristine looking.
No.
All right,
Get
guys.
into that bitch sideways, tires
You
blowing
weird.
out. God bless,
See ya.
guys. Peace, love, and gravy.